Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Ryan, and Ryan sent in a couple topics, wanted me to choose one. So here we go. Boomers, how little they understood about food. Perhaps you could go into the food pyramid, preservatives, oils, etc. My dad, boomer, way back in the day, was actually one of the first assholes to force seed oil Crisco down vendors' throats. And if you've done any type of studying of the damaging effects of seed oils, wow. He used to tell me a story about how he would go and try to sell Crisco, P&G product, to the grocery man. And he would yell and yell and hoot and holler me away, meaning I guess the grocery man. Now, to be frank, I think my dad meant this story to be a lesson about resilience, about never giving up, the value of persistence. But in reality, the story was about how he bullied a grocery into selling poison. He said he went there over about 100 times, clear boomer exaggeration. Told me he woke up and ran 15 miles every day and would insist to no end. Insist on what? Poisoning people? Poisoning people? Now, Ryan told me his father is quite successful, ran like a Fortune 500. And my question is, and not even my question, what I already know is, does the boomer take responsibility from the damage, from any of the damage that they cause? No, they're proud of it. Because all the boomer cares about is, what was the end result? Did I make money? Did I benefit? Did I get somebody to bend to my will? And I'll tell you this, the fact that what he was selling was actually poison, actually damages people, decreases their intelligence, decreases their drive, slows their metabolism, makes them fat, makes them obese, makes the food taste different. The fact that the boomer is able to push this on somebody and bully people into buying it, and he's able to get rich off it, only emboldens the boomer more. I am so good. I am so good. I am such a good salesman, and I am such a motivator, and I am such a good talker that I can basically sell I can basically sell a fudge bar to a woman wearing white gloves on the equator, caring not one bit of the damage of what they're selling does, of what they're pushing does. No, they're proud of it. Oh, great, I got to sell a melting fudge bar to a woman in white gloves and damaged her gloves because I'm such a good salesman. Aren't I awesome? Well, what about the damage you did to her outfit? What about the damage you did to society, to children? You made them fatter, weaker, dumber, slower, less motivated. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that great? Because that's what he's thinking. Yeah, aren't I awesome? Isn't that great? That is the typical attitude of your prototypical boomer. And again, not every single baby boomer, obviously, but most of them. This is the mentality of this generation. And you're being very specific here in food. There's other things, whether it's in business. How many businesses have these boomers run into the ground and yet left with a huge golden parachute, and they take all the money for themselves, the business crashes, the corporation crashes, hundreds and sometimes thousands of people are out of work and damaged, but I don't care. I got my yacht. I got my 2 shore houses. I got my boat. I got my Mercedes. I got my Beamer. I got a fleet of them. I got a fleet of cars. And yeah, I ran the business into the ground, but yet I am so good at what I do, I was able to pad my own pockets and then still brag about it in the end. And that's the thing. They'll still brag about it. Yeah, I'm selling poison to a grocery store because I bullied the guy into buying it, and I take no responsibility for any of my actions, for the consequences of my abuse. Nothing. And nobody tries to hold me to it. He said he went there about 100 times. All right, hold on. He said he went there about 100 times, clear boomer exaggeration. He also told me he woke up and ran 15 miles a day and would insist to no end. While he was a college athlete, we ain't talking no David Goggins here. Basically, he just said he wore the guy down, and that's what boomers do. They wear you out. They wear you down. This is how they've been their entire life. Everything they do is better, smarter, everything. And they just wear you out. And you're just like, if I give you what you want, will you just go away? Will you just shut up? Yeah, sure, but it never works out that way. Because the boomer never misses the opportunity to do a victory dance. The boomer never misses the opportunity to spike the football in your face. The boomer never misses an opportunity to not take responsibility for the damage that they have done to society and to the culture. Zero, none. They're proud of it. And then in the same breath, they'll turn around and say, why are you out of shape? Why can't you find a job? Why don't you have what I had at your age? Because you took it all. You destroyed it all, and now you want to shove it back in society's face. Say, look how awesome I am. Why aren't you as awesome as me? After an alleged 100 solicitations, I mean, how resilient can you really be? And this is why these businesses put up no solicitation signs eventually. Stop selling to me. Stop bullying me. Stop infecting because boomers like your father went around selling snake oil products, damaging the business, damaging society, driving these people crazy. So just to avoid dealing with them, no more solicitation. So maybe somebody who is trying to sell a legitimate product that a grocery would want, a private retailer would want, they're never going to hear about it. Why? Because of boomers like your father who went around selling poison to people and have taken zero responsibility for it. These seed oils are in everything now. It's probably part of the reason why I'm telling you the food tastes different. It reacts different. I brought up Aldi's. All that shit has seed oil in it, which is why it makes you sick when you eat it, why it makes you tired when you eat it, why it just makes you like lethargic when you eat it. This is what the boomers have done. I mean, how resilient can you really be? Especially because Crisco was technically a loss leader, somewhat a new concept of boomers, but still smart business tactic to get people in the door or buy associated ingredients for things such as pie. So yeah, even though it's a loss leader, they made money on it. They profited on it. And then they kept profiting on it, so they keep making money on it. Or then all the while, they will blame you for the effects of the poison they sold and pushed on society. That's what your father does. That's what your father did. And then I'm sure he wants to go around spiking the ball of how awesome he is for selling poison to people, for poisoning society, for making them fatter, for making them lethargic, for decreasing intelligence, because what he's selling is poison. And instead of feeling guilty about that and say, I was wrong, I didn't know any better, he's proud of it. Need a bigger yacht. Need a bigger shore house. Maybe a cabin in the woods. Maybe a few more guitars. Maybe a few more, so I can still act like I'm going to Woodstock in 1969, and at the same time act like what a loser you are. They take no responsibility for anything. So I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you, Ryan, for your contribution and your topic. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. Follow me on Twitter and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.